Evening peeps, evening. I know, no flyer. Pads, if you send me it in a zip file again, I'm going to find out where you live and beat you to death. Right, hold on. Oh, I've told you many a time. Stop it. There we go, that'll do camera wise. Yeah, so it comes in a zip file. I've sent it to myself. It won't open. It won't. I don't know what's going on. Zip files, bane of my life. But we're back tonight with round 4 of P1RCs Japanese Super GTs. Round 4 live from Tokyo. It's looking wet as well. So it's pretty much straight all the way. If you look at the little map in the top corner, you can just see it's a great big straight, a double apexed hairpin at the top, a couple of wiggles on the way back down, and then a very tight hairpin at the end. Only 7 drivers in the house. What's going on? Maybe some drivers opting out because it's raining, I don't know. But yeah, no flyer. I'll have to read points out to you manually because they're on my phone now, and I didn't have time to sort the daft what's it called, zip file. Didn't get time to sort it out before the race. So leading the way at the minute is Mocking Weeks with 52 points. Second place is Mart with 44 points. We've got 2 drivers in third. We've got P1 Obi-Wan and P1 Dylan, both with 42 points in third place. Fifth, it's Hoggy with 32 points. Sixth, it's Manny with 27 points. Seventh, it's Pilgrim with 26 points. Oh, joint 7th actually with Dazzler, both on 26. And Apache in 8th with 22 points. Dizzy, Skippy and HKRT Kevin, no points as of yet. So, setup for tonight. So it's Japanese Super GT. So it's GR2 or GT2 class cars. Plenty of aero, plenty of downforce, plenty of power. Let's see what else they've got to use. There's 3 cars they've got to use over the 6 races. They're only allowed to use each car twice. If they go over that, then they get a 20-point deduction in points. They do have to use 2 different compounds of tyre as well. Maybe not so much now because it is chucking it down with rain. So it'll be pretty much 1 tyre option, I think, all the way through. So 5-minute qualifier, 50-minute race coming up after that. And yeah, let's see how we get on in this wet weather. It looks absolutely disgusting out there. Okay, 8 drivers. Let's get ourselves on. Let's turn some sound on for you lot. Let's do that already so you can hear the disgusting rain. Oh. It's Hoggy got some glitching going on. Wow, look at that for some glitch. Glitch so hard. Back in the pits. What's Mark doing? Giving his car a wash? No, also back in the pits. I wonder if drivers are trying swapping tyres between inters and wets maybe. So this underground section is obviously going to take a fair amount of wear on the tyres, although saying that, it is a straight, so it's pretty much a straight. Is Mark practicing his starts maybe on the wets in the underground start potentially? Weeks just coming into the wet, look at it, wind blowing, pushing that spray off. Just coasting at the minute, mocking. Nobody doing fast laps really. Okay, looks like this is qualifying. It is. Pit entrance is underground then. Drivers leaving now. Absolutely hammering it down. Look at that. On board with Pilgrim in second. You can't even see the tail lights of Odie in front. They just come there. Slams the brakes on heading up the hill. Listen to him squealing around the corner. Even with a full set of wets on, Pilgrim finds a bit of lack of grip and around he goes. Gotta be real careful on the throttle now in the wet. So through the double apex then, down through these twisty turny sections in the middle part of this circuit. Just tightens up through here under the bridge. Gotta be careful on the exit of this one as well. This turn can be tricky. Just carrying the speed through there. Oh no, Pilgrim again gets tangled up. Jump on board with Dazzler then, just in front. Through these last little S's. To back off the throttle on the way in. Full push all the way down here. Great big hairpin at the end. Hear them as they go through the puddles here as well. So many people getting their tyres lit up around there for sure. And then they come around this turn, back down the hill, and then they hit the dry. So again, it might help their tyres wear out a little bit, but it is a pretty much straight push through here. Go a lap back out into that disgusting rain. It's going to be terrible off the line coming into turn one. It's going to be a big wall of spray for the drivers at the back. 5-minute qualifier then. Out lap's done. Where's my cursor gone? There it is. Do that. Do that. It's going to be a tricky one tonight. So they had the choice of the really into the wall there for Apache, the Honda NSX, the Lexus, what's the other one, GTR. There's the Lexus. There's another NSX, another NSX. Another NSX. Yeah, nobody opting for the GTR tonight by the looks of it. Honda seems a popular choice here. So it is going to be Obi that puts the first hot lap time in then. We'll see. We'll get another opportunity to put a lap in after this. To the dry then, down towards the line. It's 1:55.8 for him then. Mocking Weeks. Oh, he goes fastest, 1:54.7. As he comes through, he sticks himself in third with a 1:57.1. Apache crosses the line fourth at the minute, 1:57.4 for him. Dylan comes across the line 2:05, that's a slow one from him. It's Hoggy at 2:06, Mart at 2:17, so 2:17 must have had an accident somewhere, an incident. Pilgrim. Oh, just crossing the line, but it's not counted him as a time, 2:02.557. So it's currently Mocking Weeks on pole position. Hooking up well in the wets. Keeping it out of the wall, that's pretty much what you've got to do here at Tokyo, especially in these conditions. That might turn naughty as well. Carry a lot of speed around there, and then the track just closes up on you with the barriers blocking off one of the lanes. Keeps it out of the wall there as well. Through the little king, down towards the hairpin for Mockin. It is going to be this man to finish off his qualifying first. Can he retake that top spot? Yes, he can. 1:53.8. Mocking Weeks then comes under. Is he going to go quicker? He's not. Stays second. Dazzler stays third. Apache stays fourth. Dylan, any quicker? Second position for him. Apache we've just watched. It's Hoggy's just crossed the line. 2:06. Oh, I missed Mark. He's thrown himself in third position. Mark 1:54.3. Apache we've just seen. Dazzler's just snuck into sixth place, and Pilgrim crosses the line. 1:58.0. All 3 laps of red though for Pilgs. Not having the best one there. So there are qualifying results then. Obi up front, Dylan second, Mark third, Mockin fourth, it's Hoggy fifth, Dazzler sixth, Apache seventh, and Pilgrim in eighth. In those conditions. So 50 minutes coming up then in these conditions. The tyre rule gets thrown out the window now, so no need to do 2 compounds in this dirt. I think it's going to be wet all throughout the race. Let's just check, have a look. Where's the weather? Where's the weather? Have we just got it on full rain? Must have. Because it's usually right there. Preset weather. R07 cloudy with torrential look. Preset weather. Grim. That's all that should say. Grim. A little bit of a break then, just while everyone gets reset after qualifying. It's been a decent little season so far. We'll see how they get on tonight though. They'll be pushing hard. There's still plenty of points left before the end of the season. There's a lot of drivers vying for that top spot as well. We've got kind of Mocking Weeks, Obi-Wan, Dylan, Mart, all pressing for that top spot. Very close together. Stay hydrated, people. Not as warm as it has been, but still pretty damn warm. Yeah, stop sending me zip files, pads. Bloody things. And even when I did get them onto my computer, they just wouldn't open. They wouldn't open. Okay, shout coming in then. Looks like we're about ready to start the race. Here we go. Tipping it down with rain then. Should get away well. Obviously they'll be starting underground, so not much chance of lighting the rears up in the dry conditions. They might be all getting it wrong in turn 1, turn 2, we'll see. Okay, lights are on then. Ready for round 4 to kick off. That's a good start by Obi. See that NSX pounce off the line. Mark and Dylan side by side. Mark just picking up a slipstream. Does slot himself into second. Just pulls ahead of Dylan. Dylan pulls back out to have a go back at him though. He's got the inside line coming into turn 1. Neck and neck for the 2 NSX drivers. Dylan does get a little pull ahead there though. Oh, look at it, absolutely disgusting at the back. Let's get ourselves on board with Pills, that's his view. See 3 of those drivers. It's absolutely blind apart from that. Risking it all, battling with Apache there. A little bit of a slip there from Pills. He's alright. So, as we get halfway around lap 1, it is Obi out front, Dylan second, Mart in third, Mocking Weeks fourth, it's Hoggy in fifth, Apache sixth, Pilgrim seventh, Dazzler hot on his tail in eighth. Look at it, absolutely hanging. So is that his Hoggy? It is. It's gone deep through the hairpin. Slowed him down, falls off the back of the top 4. He's in no man's land really in between the top 4 and the back 3. Still got a little bit of a toe off of Mocking Weeks there. Okay, end of lap 1. Dylan in now, picking up the slipstream, trying to close up on Obi, heading up towards turn 1. Obi goes a little bit defensive running up the hill. Everybody having to feather the throttle around these corners, just trying to keep these tyres on the ground. Oh, a little bit of a spin from Dylan. Lights the rears up. Are we going to see overtakes here? Mark closing up. Goes round the outside. Oh, a tiny bit of contact between the 2 of them. Mocking Weeks now having a look at Mark coming into this next couple of corners. The wall there as well. Now Obi up front is 2.1 seconds ahead of everybody else. That little mistake from Dylan. Just slowing the whole field up really. Mark was looking good for an overtake, but unfortunately not quite close enough to get that one and hold on to it. So it is everybody in the NSX apart from this man then. It's Hoggy in the Lexus. Everybody's opted for that NSX tonight. Obviously they've had a little bit of practice, long straight at this circuit, and they think the NSX is a tiny bit quicker top end than everything else. Obviously right now it's Hoggy picking up a bit of a slipstream off of Mocking, shoving him down the street. Closing back up with Mart in front. That weather comes hard when they come out of the tunnel. Yeah, look, the NSX just pulling away now. Absolutely full tilt for the Lexus. Just hasn't got the legs of the NSX. Must be good somewhere though, because it's keeping up with them for the rest of the circuit. Oof. Nearly loses it through there. Oh, and again. Oh, and again. Held on to it. It's Hoggy. Still a little bit glitchy from him by the looks of it. So back to the front, the lead falls a little bit. It was 2.1, it's down to 1.2 seconds now. Dylan pushing hard, trying to close that gap back up. Risking it all out very close to those walls. Martin third still. Week still tucked right behind him. It's Hoggy keeping himself in this fight as well in that Lexus. There is Pilgrim into 6th, Apache 7th, Dazzler in 8th. Field slowly falling apart then, but it's to be expected. There's Obi, Dylan now 1.1 seconds behind him. And Obi looked like he got a good exit out of there. Keeps himself just slightly further ahead of Dylan. 1.2 seconds now, so still no slipstream for him. Is that everybody outside of slipstream range now? Locking Weeks, yeah, not giving it Hoggy a toe. Nobody picking up slipstream from anybody else at the minute then. Obi closest to being slipstreamed at the minute by Dylan. Bang on a second behind him. Into turn 1 then, Dylan follows him through. Makes up a lot of time under braking as well then, Dylan. Oof. Dylan again, a little bit squirrely coming out of turn 2. But has brought that time down by 1/4 of a second just through those 2 turns. Now will get a slipstream. It's Hoggy into 3rd, Pilgrim 4th. What's happened? Mart's in 5th. Apache 6th, Dazzler 7th, Mocking Weeks in 8th. What has happened there? Is he, oh no, who's that? That's Pilgrim backwards. So he picks up a bit of damage now. So that puts Mark back into 4th place. He's a little bit off the pace of It's Hoggy now. A lot of work to try and catch up to the top 2 as well. They're putting in good pace. So yeah, not sure what happened there. There was a little bit of contact between Mart and Mockin maybe. Yeah, Mockin all the way to the back of the pack now. 3 seconds off the back of Pilgrim. Pilgrim just getting himself back up to speed as well after spinning around through the S's. Clips the wall through there as well. Mocking Weeks closing up on him. Wow, there's been an incident here as well. Obi's got it wrong somewhere. That's allowed Dylan through to take race lead. He's now got 1.1 seconds ahead of Obi. The position swap. I've missed it all. And the water being kicked up off those tyres when they hit those puddles. Still on then between the top 2. It's Hoggy holding that 3rd position. Mark slowly closing back up on him. 1.7 seconds the gap at the moment. Apache in 5th then, another 2.2 seconds back. Dazzler in 6th, 3.1 seconds back. There is Pilgrim, another 1.4 seconds behind Dazzler. And Mocking Weeks closing back up 2.9, 3 seconds now between him and Pilgs. The rear's actually hurting more than the fronts at the moment. Oh, Dylan! He's put it in the wall, he's picked up damage. Obi's going to come back through and take that position off him. Dylan's going to hope that car repairs ASAP. He doesn't want to still be holding on to that damage as he heads down this big long straight. I think it should repair itself just as he comes out of this turn. Still hot on the heels of Obi. Damage repaired now. He's going to get this position back, I think. He's close enough to pick up the slipstream. Half a second behind him. I want to keep an eye on this as well. Oh, Martin, I thought he was a little bit closer to It's Hoggy. Down to 0.3 then. Dillon closing up 191, flicking to 192 top speed for the NSX. A little bit of slipstream helping him out as well. What's its Hoggy doing? Look, 10 miles an hour less, 181 on that straight. And just make sure it's not Dillon's cheat code. Oh, we've missed Mark. I thought we were going to catch Mark going full tilt as well, but no. He's a lot closer to its Hoggy now though, just a second behind him. These two still at it for the lead though, Dillon and Obi. Dillon just finding that inside line. Gets the position. Again, anything can happen here. You can see drivers have already had incidents and accidents. It just takes getting a little bit leery on the throttle out of some of these corners. Now with Dillon up front, can he start edging away from Obi? He's doing it at the minute. Hoggy holding on to that third. Mark closing up on him still. Just 0.8 of a second off him. Picking up a slipstream heading up towards the hairpin then. We'll obviously gain that slipstream on the way back out of the hairpin, barring any mistakes from the pair of them. Calmly through there for Mark. Keeps himself bolted right onto the rear end of its Hoggy. Now, will these two work together for the first part, or will Mark just go for a pure overtake? Look how much quicker this thing is. It doesn't. It goes for an overtake. It's Hoggy trying to pick up that toe, but he's 10 miles an hour slower. So why is Mark's NSX not doing 192 miles an hour? Why is only Dillon's with his cheat code? He's been on the hotline again. Dillon still leads then, 1.8 seconds. Obi second. Mark into that third spot then, 3.7 seconds behind those two. It's Hoggy keeping right there with him. Apache in fifth. Rocking Weeks 6, so starting to make his way back through the field, and he's got Dazzler and Pilgrim side by side battling it out for 7th and 8th. Real close door-to-door racing between those two. Oh, it just opens up now. Dazzler falls into 8th, Pilgrim picks up the 7th. They keep themselves firmly bolted onto the rear end of Mocking Weeks as well. Good speed through there, then Mocking. Oh, a little touch of the wall. It's not slowed him down too much though. Just keeps himself ahead of these two. Extends that gap a little bit coming into the hairpin. Can he extend it on the way out and leave Pilgrim without a toe down here? Does 1.2 seconds. No toe for Pilgrim then, unfortunately. He's not giving a toe to Dazzler either. In fact, Mocking Weeks is actually closing up on Apache here, 1.5 seconds behind him. Looking like Dillon's found his feet a little bit here. 1.6 seconds the gap is sitting at the moment between himself and Obi. 14 minutes in. Still sketchy though. Still pulling time over Obi. That gap stretches to 2.2 seconds around that top corner. Mark then in third. Still 3.5 seconds behind Obi. He has pulled 1.1 over its Hoggy. Can its Hoggy close that gap back up? Needs to get a toe. Again, the NSX just so much quicker in a straight line than the Lexus. So it looks like it's slightly better in the twists and the turns. It does seem to be able to close that time down a bit through the twisty-turny part of this section, circuit. And then lose it all again on that big long straight. themselves out of slipstream range then, heading up towards the hairpin. Still got a little bit of glitching going on as well. It's Hoggy. Oh, Apache goes deep through the hairpin. Mocking Weeks all over the back of him now. Within tow range as well, Mocking. Both in the NSXO. Gap is coming down. It's not going to be enough before turn 1. Look at the conditions. You see the faint headlights of Pilgrim and Dazzler in the background. Good speed up there, then Mocking closes up on Apache. Oh, Apache lights it up coming out of turn 2, plows it into the wall, gives Mocking and Pilgrim that position, and I can imagine Dazzler gets through as well. Apache at the back then. And front end damage, it's going to slow him down a little bit for a few corners. Going to fall off the back of Dazzler. A bit of work to try and hang on to him then. Look at this now up front. Dylan certainly found his feet in the NSX. 4.3 seconds ahead of Obi. Mart bringing that time down a little bit between himself and Obi, but it's a bit too slow at the minute. There's the gap. It's Hoggy just hanging on in there. And still just glitching as he goes around the corners. Mocking Weeks into 5th then. Pilgrim 6th. Dazzler now 7th. Apache just going wide through, just getting it wrong through turn 2, back onto the track. And yeah, around it went. I do like that livery though. Let's just have a look at this old school JPS John Player Special. Cool looking livery that is. Okay, a couple of drivers entered the pits then, put on some fresh wets. Need fuel as well, so may as well stick on a fresh set of tyres while you're there. A little bit of wear showing on the rears, not too bad though. Dylan just finding more and more time. So it was 4.1 last time we checked, it's now 6.3. He's absolutely stomping this NSX. There's Obi in second. Mart has really pressed to bring that time down. It was 3.5 seconds between him and Obi. It's down to 1. Well, it was 1.7. Just clipped the wall, Mart. Slowed him down a couple of tenths. Pulled big time now over It's Hoggy. That gap stretches to 2 seconds. The next man on track is Mocking Weeks. Fifth place. No man's land at the minute for him. 5 seconds in front to It's Hoggy. 8 seconds behind to Apache. So he gets himself back into 6th position then, with Dazzler and Pilgrim entering the pits. Now, are any of these boys coming in? Dylan comes in. Obi, I think everyone's pretty much out of fuel. Obi in. Mart follows him in. It's Hoggy follows him in. Mocking Weeks is going to come in. Apache is going to come in. Just the 2 drivers behind who have already stopped. Dylan gets released now then. Fresh set of tyres, full tank of fuel. Mart gets out in second ahead of Obi. Wow. took on more fuel as well. Did he have a little bit more fuel on board when he came in? What happened there? Ah, no tyres for Mart. Saved a little bit of time with tyres. Doesn't need them as such. I mean, I don't know how much difference a semi-worn set of wets is going to make here, but he is under pressure coming up to turn 1. But if he can make that set of tyres last another stint here, might be able to hang on to that second position. It's Hoggy out then, fresh set of wets for him. Mocking Weeks comes out with a fresh set of wets. So the only man that hasn't swapped his tyres is Mart. Is he quick enough on those semi-warms to pull away? Oh, a little tap of the wall there. No damage for him though. Looking pretty rapid on those semi-warms, and he does open the gap up between himself and Obi as well, even though those tyres are slightly worn. Presses on then, on the hunt for Dylan in front. 4.3 seconds the gap. Oh, Mark going very deep through there though. Advantage all gone. Little mistake there. It's Hoggy left in the dust a little bit now. 4 seconds behind Obi. Mocking Weeks just 3.5 seconds behind him. Dazzler, oh, Dazzler almost gets the rears lit up on that thing, sitting in 6th at the minute. Apache closing up on him, 1.7 seconds behind. And there is Pilgrim just coming into the hairpin now. I wonder if drivers are actually aiming for that part of the circuit. Get a slightly different run out of it. I don't know. Oh, Dylan. Oh, Dylan. Fresh tyres. Catching him out a little bit there. So Mark now 5.7 seconds behind race leader. He's got Obi-Wan for company. He's had to back off the throttle massively through there, Obi. Slowed him down a little bit. Still just hanging on to the back end of Mark. Just teetering on the slipstream range for Obi. So what's this turn going to be like? No, so that doesn't... Oh, it's Obi now going a little bit wide through there. I think it's just people slightly out-braking themselves. That opens up the gap between Mart and Obi. No slipstream for Obi at the moment then. It's Hoggy 4th, falls a little bit further behind Obi-Wan, and look how close Mocking Weeks is now. Picking up a slipstream down here as well. We know the NSX is quicker than the Lexus in a straight line. He's picking up the slipstream as well. This is where the 192 miles an hour comes from. Listen to that hammering on the windscreen. Not going to be enough to get the position into turn 1. Not without a late braking Hail Mary. He's locking up coming into turn 1 there. Oh, got to change that camera angle up. The tapping was blowing my eardrums out. So just half a second between these two then. Still got a little bit of a wobble on here. It's Hoggy. Doing well in that Lexus against the NSXs. Back in, closing up a little bit again. Oh, Mart's made a mistake. It's Hoggy goes through. Mocking Weeks blocked now then. Obi drops himself into second with that mistake from Mart. Gives him a little nudge down the road. Mocking Weeks taking slight avoiding action there to not crash into the back of Mart. So maybe the slightly worn tyres for Mart did catch him out a little bit there. Maybe it was just a genuine mistake from him. Might not have been tyre related at all. He's got to do all that work again then to try and close up to It's Hoggy. He had just made his way onto the back end of Obi. He just got past Obi with the jump in the pits. They are still closing up with the Lexus in third. Mocking Weeks just pushing Mart along the track there, so both working together then to close up on It's Hoggy. The car's just drifting out. When they put the foot on the throttle, the tail lights up a little bit. Mart is struggling a little bit now on those semi-worn rears. Quite able to keep with the pace of It's Hoggy in front. Again, one or two little mistakes. Just catching him out with those slightly bold rears, I think. Look at this, Dylan. Disgusting amount of time ahead. 12.7 seconds. So needs some ballast, that boy. Obi has got absolutely nothing he can take. He's just picked up a little bit of damage. That has cleared itself, which has brought these boys right back into the frame. Look, It's Hoggy, Mart and Mocking Weeks all within touching distance really of Obi in front now. He's only 2 seconds ahead of It's Hoggy. See these two work together again, I think, to close the gap up on It's Hoggy. Little nudge there. Get down to 0.7. Another little nudge. Nope, he pulls out this time. Neck and neck between the two of them, but Mart's still got a tiny bit of slipstream off of It's Hoggy. It's going to pull him back in front. There's a little think about going defensive, maybe having a tiny look at It's Hoggy coming into turn one. They are very close, and that is Obi just in front. Again, Mocking just a little bit quicker out the turns. Obviously those fresher tyres just giving him the drive he needs coming out of those. Good bit of racing here though. Everyone just taking their time. Obi-Wan pulling away a little bit from It's Hoggy. Oh, Mart gets it sideways into the wall. Mocking Weeks goes through. Again, just those tiny mistakes setting in for Mart. I think those semi-worn tyres are starting to catch him out. So Dazzler at 6, out on his own at the minute. 12 seconds behind Mart. 3.5 seconds ahead of Apache. He's got himself 11.5 seconds ahead of Pilgrim. But look at this disgusting amount of time. 14.3 seconds lead at the minute for Dylan. Obi's pressing that thing as hard as he can, and it's just not enough. And there is the battle behind. There's It's Hoggy, there's a Mocking, there's a Mart. Reasonably close. Mocking very close to It's Hoggy. Is he going to get the move? Goes for the slingshot past. Mark tries to pick up a slipstream off of Mockin. He does, and picks up a little bit of a slipstream off of its Hoggy as well. Brings him slightly closer to this battle. Dazzler into turn 1, followed by Apache. Tricky couple of corners. Pilgrim around there, easy. Dylan, not putting a foot wrong. We're going to not spend a lot of time looking at you unless we see you spinning around on circuit. Obi then has kept himself a big enough gap between him and now Mocking Weeks. That gap to 2.9 seconds. They had all closed back up on him with a tiny little mistake that Obi had caused himself. Mocking Weeks third then. Oh, he's lit the rears up coming out of there. He's gathered it back up, but look how close its Hoggy is to him. They're working together. I don't think its Hoggy's going to have the pace to go for the overtake. Just hanging on to Mocking Week's tail. Helping him out no end. In fact, the Lexus a few miles an hour slower than the NSX. He's keeping himself at full pace there then. And that closes up a little bit. Still a second between him and its Hoggy. Dazzler along that start finish straight. Apache still 2.5 seconds behind him. Pilgrim still 8.2 back. This man just making it work. 15.3 seconds. How is he so quick? Fastest lap at the minute as well. Obi holding second. He's got nothing to put to Dylan. He's just going to try and stay ahead of Mocking Weeks here. Mart's made another mistake as well. Oh, it's absolutely terrible for him. It's absolutely terrible for him. The rears have really let him go. He's been in the wall twice in about 2 corners. Oh, and he tries to put the power down there and they light up again. Terrible. He's going to have to drop himself in the pits, and we catch Pilgrim doing the same thing. It's all going wrong for Mart. It's all going wrong for Pilgrim as well. This man got a totally different story though. Just absolutely stomping it here at Tokyo. Obi still being closed up a little bit. Mocking Weeks now just 1.9 seconds behind him. It's Hoggy out of that slipstream range now. 1.3 seconds behind. Dazzler through to 5th. Apache through to 6th. Mart 7th. Now, will he come in the pits? He may as well. Tyres, fuel, get that all out of the way, and then just race till the end. And what's Pilgrim going to do here as well? Might opt to do the same thing. We've got about 16 minutes of racing left. Pilgrim stays out. Mark gets released then, does put a fresh set of tyres on, just gets out ahead of Pilgrim. Now, with just literally 15 minutes left, none of these boys are going to come in for tyres, none of these boys are going to come in for fuel. But if their tyres start wearing out and they start going backwards like we've seen Mart and Pilgrim do, that could give Mart a little bit of a look at some of these drivers, although he is a long way behind Apache at the minute. But the fresh tyres might just help him out, we'll see. Keep an eye on that towards the end of the race. Dylan then still holding 15.5 seconds lead. Bypasses the pits again. Obi. Oh, Obi's running slow out of the hairpin. What? What? What's going on with Obi? Something doesn't sound right. He's got fuel. It sounds like his handbrake's on. What? Oh, well. That's the end of that race. So I assume Obi was lobby host. Obi-Wan was the one skidding out with all sorts of incidents and accidents, and well, he was, you know, sliding down there with sounded like the handbrake on, and now the lobby's dead. So it might be that wherever people finished, that might be where you've ended up, unfortunately. Let's just see if we can even see. Oh yeah, it's still there. Can we get in though? That's the question. Success. Wow. That was heavy. That was heavy. So did everyone else? Oh, people are still racing. What? Well, that was some bonkers stuff going on there. We have lost some drivers. We're down to 6. We've lost a Dylan. We've lost an Apache. Wow. Wow. So it was just a few of us that got kicked out then for some random, weird, odd, bizarre, bonkers reason. Oh, we're down to 4 drivers now. Three drivers. Wow. Oh, Mocking Weeks is backwards. Mocking Weeks is left. It is just Dazzler and Mar. So that looks like race over. Yeah, that's it. Race done. Wow. Wow. Oofed out the lobby. It's too much rain. It's too much rain. We've got water ingress. It killed the whole system. Wow. Ooh, okay. Round 4, semi finished, kind of, almost. Well, that was bizarre. What a crappy end to the race. Well, that's it then, folks. Hopefully lobbies are a little bit better next week. But yeah, that's it from me tonight, people. I am back on Saturday night at 8 o'clock for more Nürburgring action, and then back Sunday night 9 o'clock, same time, same place, for the next round of this, if the lobbies hold out. Put it in some rice, Obi-Wan. Put it in some rice. Draw that water out. Right, that's it from me, people. I hope you like what you watched. Apologies, not washed. Well, although it looks like you've been washed. We've been washed out of this race. I hope you like what you've watched. That's what I was meant to be saying, apart from getting booted out. Yeah, like, subscribe, comment, all that sort of stuff. But most of all, what I want you to do is tell your mates and tell your mums. My name's Dot Smoker. I'm out of here.